This week, the heat comes from the all-conquering Arsenal ladies team. After clinching a treble of titles that featured the inaugural FA Women's Super League, the Continental Cup and the FA Cup, the ladies were matched up against Rayo Vallecano in their final competitive game of 2011. A Champions League quarter-final, the ladies were eager to finish on a positive note and progress to the semi-finals of the tournament in April next year, against an opponent who pushed them all the way in the competition last season. The result was a dominant 5-1 performance over one of Spain's top teams, and ends the season on the perfect note for Laura Harvey and her team. A treble of trophies and signing off in style. Arsenal ladies are what's hot this week. Long before the arrival of Andre Santos, Brazilian midfielder Edu was blazing a trail for people from the Samba state. The elegant playmaker was one of few Brazilians to join the club when he arrived in 2001, and thanks to him and those that have followed, Arsenal are on the map in Brazil.
Everybody asking me a lot about Arsenal, and everybody asking me about Arsene Wenger, how does he work? So everybody wants to know how nice is Arsenal to be here. Everybody wants to know the fans, because they know the fans follow Arsenal everywhere. They are very good fans. So a lot of things they want to know, but it's difficult to explain, because when you live, in Arsenal lifestyle, like I said, it's difficult to explain, because it's very, very nice.
From 2001 to 2005, Edu plied his trade in the heart of midfield. It was a period of success for the club, and, not surprisingly, his memories of North London are his finest in his football career.
It was a fantastic time playing here. Maybe one of the best time ever Arsenal had. So I was in that time, and for me it was good. But in my mind, always I remember the title what we had.
A winner of 3 FA Cups and 2 league titles while at Arsenal, it's without doubt the invincible season of 03-04 that Edu holds in the highest regard.
No words to say, to be honest. I remember the time I spoke to Patrick Vieira, he's still my friend, we're still in contact, and we missed that time a lot, because the team we knew was very good, but the most important thing what we had was the relationship between each other. Everybody was a big friends, everybody looked after everybody, so that time it was brilliant, because we enjoying playing together, was enjoying training together, we enjoying to be together, so that was a really nice time.
After leaving for Valencia in 2005, injury derailed the career of Edu, but he has no regrets about his time in football.
I was living a very good moment in my career, and I was very close to be in the World Cup 2006, and I miss it because I had few injuries. So, but I cannot complain for that. I'm really happy with my career. That's why I stopped a little bit earlier, because I feel happy. I was feeling good with I did in the football. So nothing really to complain.
Far from a quiet retirement, Edu is now the general manager of Sao Paulo giants Corinthians, something that would not have been possible without his time in North London under the tutelage of Arsene Wenger.
Now I'm manager of Corinthians. It's quite differently than manager in England, because in Brazil we have a coach and then we have a manager. The coach just look after the team in the pitch, and the manager have to look the team around, not only the pitch, but they have to sign players, have to do another things than only look the pitch. So, but I learned, of course, with Arsene Wenger, and a lot of things what I'm doing in Brazil, of course, is because I learned with him.
This corner, oh, it's turned in by Edu, and it's game on again.
In Fans from Afar, we meet up with Arsenal's foreign followers at Emirates Stadium to find out all about their pilgrimage to North London. This week, we meet Alfred Bediako from Michigan in the USA.
It started with me and my brothers. You know, they have Chelsea and the rest, and it is the life of Arsenal, how they play soccer. That is the game. Okay, it flows. It is poetry in motion. This is why I am Arsenal forever.
Hooked from the start, it's taken some time for Alfred to make the trip to Emirates, but it's been worth the wait.
This is my very first trip here. Okay, I came and watched the game, which was against Bolton. So I have this Olympiacos to watch, and hopefully I'm going to watch Sunderland before I fly out the next day back to US. Oh boy, I loved it. But you know, the first time I went there, that was the Bolton game. I introduced myself to the seats besides me, both left and right, yes, and we fell into beautiful conversation. I love it. The environment is beautiful, everybody is friendly, and I can't complain. I'll be here almost every year, watch one or two, and just fly back.
Season tickets at Arsenal can be hard to come by, but Alfred's passion meant he was prepared to go to any lengths in order to secure his seat at Arsenal's new home.
I wrote an email to the executive secretary, and she wrote me back after about 3-4 communications. I said, can I buy a season ticket? And then it said, it's difficult. I said, put my name down. And then I got one of the platinum tickets and I bought it. And I called my brother-in-law, look, I have registered for the platinum ticket. I have it. Please use it. I'll take a trip every year, come and watch a couple of games and just fly back. So I'm excited. This is beautiful.
Once this current trip is over, Alfred will return to the States. And while there may be a few thousand miles in distance between Michigan and Islington, Arsenal's magical style will keep him close at heart.
All my brothers, okay, my younger brother actually is a Chelsea fan, and I am Arsenal. All right, we can sit on the phone for 2 hours and our wives will be complaining, but this is all the conversation that goes. Analysis. Look, I have recorded on my DVR almost every game of Arsenal from last year, and for each game I would watch it for about 3, 4, 5 times until my wife complains. I told you that it is poetry. They play soccer the way it is supposed to be played. All right, they are very gentle. They touch it. They touch the ball like somebody is playing billiards. Okay, but you could see the mathematics of it there, and that is what football should really be.
Throughout the club's 125th anniversary celebrations, Arsenal World will be looking back to some of the greatest moments in the history of Arsenal. And this week we're heading back to 1935 with club legend Ted Drake. The former gas inspector became one of the most feared forwards in the country, and his tally of 139 goals in 184 starts are stats which keep him high on the club honour roll. While Drake's goal ratio is the envy of many, one afternoon at Villa Park in 1935 truly set him apart. In front of over 60,000 fans, Drake erupted for an incredible 7-goal haul against the Villains. By half-time, he'd already bagged his hat-trick, and on the hour, Drake had made it a double hat-trick. After adding his 7th in the final minute, Drake had the single-game league scoring record and a place in history, alongside the best to ever play the game. While that record was broken soon after, Drake's 7-goal haul is still the First Division record, making that December afternoon one of the greatest moments in Arsenal history.